Hey folks, welcome back to another video from the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. In this video, we're going to take you to the Autumn Nights Fair. We hope you really like this one. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down there to stay up to date on our latest videos. Welcome back, folks. So Autumn Nights is a brand new event this year held on Halloween weekend. It's put on by the Knights Hall and the Armored Combat Sports League at Winnekenni Castle in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Built between 1873 and 1875 by Dr. James Nichols, Winnekenni Castle overlooks beautiful Lake Canosa in Haverhill, Massachusetts. In the Algonquin language, the word Winnekenni actually means very beautiful. The castle and grounds are currently part of the 700-acre Winnekenni Park Conservation Area, which houses over 9.5 miles of walking trails and is open to the public year-round. The park is administered by the Winnekenni Foundation, which oversees the upkeep of the castle and the surrounding grounds. Autumn Nights is a brand new Ren Fair put on by our great friends at the Knights Hall and the Armored Combat Sports League. Although the Hall and League have held tournament events at the castle in the past, this is their first time running an actual Renaissance fair. All in all, it was a very fun and interesting event. We were the first to arrive on Friday afternoon for setup, and as we were building our encampment, some of the other vendors and acts began arriving. The event organizers gave us pride of place on the grounds, and our encampment was the first thing patrons saw when they came up the castle's drive and when they entered the fair. Unfortunately, not all of our core presenters were able to make the event, but that also meant we had a minimum amount of tents to take down and displays to put up. And as it was late in the fall and the sun goes down early, some of us had to set up in the dark. Thankfully, we're old hats at this by now. The event ran from 8 p.m. to 11 on Friday and 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday on Halloween weekend. Now, we aren't accustomed to later events, but we managed to make it work. During the evening hours, they put on a haunted walk along one of the walking trails, and several tournament bouts were held under the lights of the list. We opened up our newly illuminated display tent for business at 8 on Friday, and surprisingly, business was good. Several of our presenters braved the frigid temperatures to talk with the large crowds that swarmed through our tent. We found that having both the list and our display tent near each other gave us a chance to talk in depth about the different types of weapons and armor being used in the list, and as usual, the patrons told us they loved the fact that they were actually able to handle our display pieces. As always seems to happen, Saturday morning followed Friday night, and we were greeted by a glistening layer of frost as we exited our tents. It had apparently dropped to 28 degrees overnight. Thankfully, it melted as the sun came up over the trees. While we began our preparations for the day's events by setting up the remainder of our displays, the rest of the vendors and attractions began arriving. It was during this time that we discovered that the ACS and us were not the only fight groups at the event. Groups such as the newly formed Bayat al-Assad Middle Eastern Combat Art School were also in attendance, a fact that we were truly excited by. We're hoping to have a video about them for you in the future. They really are top-notch. The tournament that began Friday evening resumed on Saturday with bouts being held throughout the day, each fighter earning points towards standings in the tournament, with the winner being announced that evening. As usual, our first presentation of the day was our weapons presentation, and we were super excited to have Master Marcus join us again for the day to fill out our presenter ranks. Unfortunately, we were unable to perform any projectile weapons demonstrations during our shows due to some administrative technicalities, but we flowed with the punches and managed to make it work. Throughout the day, there was other attractions to also see that were not on the schedule, such as blacksmith demos, axe and knife throwing, and wandering minstrels, and even art exhibits. Later in the day, our friends, the world's famous Core Thieves, invaded our fight ring to perform their comedy demo, much to the delight of the entire crowd. Our final presentation of the day, our Armored Combat demo, soon followed their show on the schedule. Some questioned why we were still holding that presentation when the ACS were also holding their tournament, but the organizers explained that they wanted the educational and historical aspect of our hobby presented to give the crowd a fuller experience at the fair. We drew a large portion of the crowd for our show. Here are some of the bouts from that presentation. Fight! Hold! Now obviously they're using a small buckler shield. They really don't need that shield because they're wearing... Come on, Kyle! Hit him with your sword!
Cheer for him! Come on!
Knock his helmet off! Yeah, take it, stick his in the head.
One last round. One more. All right.
Oh! Saber, and he's got a forearm buckler, large buckler. And Sir Brian is going to continue with what's called a hand-and-a-half sword. I'm going to use my quarterstaff, buck and a quarterstaff, but they don't need to know that. Lay on.
Go, Kyle! Sorry, Garrett! Woo!
Oh!
Get him like a choo-choo!
Give round two.
Ready? Yeah. Okay.
As you can tell, they're very fast and experienced in
Stop.
stuff.
Lay on.
Go get it!
Stop running!
Hold.
Oh!
Group hug. All right, fighters at the ready. Salute. Fight. I'm here to help. Go, fighters! Yes. Whoa. Good cut. Oh, right in the head. Just squishy bit.
One more round?
Last pass.
Oh! So as you folks saw, there's a lot more to just hack and slash throughout single sword. All right, fighters at the ready. Fight. Go, Kyle.
Yeah.
Woo!
Get him, Kyle.
Come on, people, you can cheer for them! Simon won't distract him!
Getting blinded by the glare.
One more pass.
Last pass.
One more. Yep. That's that. Good.
Hold!
Woo!
Come around. You guys haven't seen that yet. All right, now notice how our pole arms are covered in rubber because they are can openers. They will hurt when they hit you, but they will not crack open the armor or send you to the hospital. All right, fighters at the ready. Fight and salute.
Go, Sir Kyle's opponent.
Go, Caitlin!
Caitlin. Go, Caitlin. Get him in the jimmy.
What? I still have it. Let's go. Okay, please.
Come on, Caitlin. Imagine you just told
Oh.
yourself you already know.
Okay. Sorry about that. Still good? All right. Yep. Come on, people, cheer!
That's right. Punch him right in the face. Punch him.
Hold!
Punch him one more time for fun. Come on, punch him now. He's not even expecting it.
The lamellar goes in the opposite direction so that if a weapon were to come up on him when he was on a horse, it would just skip off. Okay? Now, he has a lot of flexibility with this.
That's just because he
He's
has a lot
even
of
flexible without it.
Yeah. Now, also, if you see it up close, there's a lot of cording in through here. And this right here, all right, there's a lot of cording holding these together. Now, if for some reason my armor was damaged in the field, I would have to see an armorer to get it fixed. He could actually do the repairs right there on the field, although he probably wouldn't want to. He want to wait till he gets off the field and sitting at Starbucks doing his armor repairs.
Salute.
Fighters at the ready. Salute. Fight.
Come on, Kyle.
Let's go, Gareth! Poor Kyle. Someone win. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. You punched me in the face.
Good.
This ain't gonna make a noise. I just hit myself in a funny
Again?
place.
Oh, nice job. Good block.
We
Come on,
practiced
Kyle,
this.
dance with him.
Hold!
Hold.
That's bad enough.
I thought he was going to take him down.
All right, folks. So that is pretty much the end of our show because that's the end of us. We thank you so much for coming. Once our fight demo was complete, our encampment was swamped again, and we were busy chatting with the crowds at all of our displays. While most of the other vendors and attractions had to close when the sun went down that day, we kept going. The tournament also continued under the lights, and the Haunted Walk started up again at 8 p.m. Additionally, the fair was treated to live performances by several music acts who performed on the front veranda of the castle. At the end of the day, we closed up shop and packed away what we could to minimize our pack-up the next morning. After another cold evening, we were once again greeted by a beautiful coat of frost on everything the next morning, and it was bittersweet as we packed up the encampment and headed home. Well, we really hope you enjoyed visiting us at the Autumn Nights Fair. And so don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on our latest videos. Have a good day, folks.